Well, welcome back to Mr. Obsolete's Vintage Homesteading. Well, today's little job is we got some kindling we need to cut up here. We got our little Sears Olsen & Rice 21cc saw with a 1/4 inch pitch chain. And there's been all kinds of videos out lately on how to hot rod your saw and stuff like that. So this originally was 3/4 horsepower. And you can see it's a minimal saw. It's absolute minimum saw that was ever made. But I thought about maybe I should port it and pop it up, make a tuned exhaust, and make it into a killer saw up to 1 horsepower. But I thought, nah, let's just go get a bigger saw. So I'm going to go down to BJ's second-hand store and see what I can find. So we'll be back. Well, we were successful. We got a bigger saw, so I guess we won't need this one anymore. And I'll be back with the new saw. Well, we're back. Got to get my eyes and ears on and get our super power kindling cutter chainsaw running. So I'll be right back. There you have it, our super power kindling cutter chainsaw, 111cc Stihl 075 AV. Well, we're back for vintage chainsaw BS. This is a Stihl 075, made in 1974. It's 111cc. Stihl made 2 bigger saws, one of which is still in production. The MS-880 is 121cc. The 090, which has been out of production for a long time, was 137cc. But this is a big, powerful saw. Weighs a lot. With the bar, chain, and the saw head here, it's 46.5 pounds. That's why you can see I have a little trouble moving it around. I do have a 42-inch roller nose bar I'm going to put on it, but it's kind of interesting how I got it. A friend of mine and his buddy used to do specialized tree removal and use this saw some, but it was dangerous and they quit. And my friend had it stored in his garage, and the neighbor's tree fell on it and crushed it. He didn't have any place to put it, so he knew I collected saws and stuff, so he gave me this really nice saw. I've done a lot of mechanical work on it. I'll do a restoration on it before too long. We'll talk about some of the features of it here. On the top here, you have your ignition switch and your choke. Of course, your recoil starter, your fuel's here. You got a throttle lock here. Down here, got a compression release for starting it, which it really needs. It's a real bear to start. And this bar is a little excessive for the power head, and the clutch especially, the clutch on it. You can see they did a logger special here on it, cut it open to cool it. And the clutch on it is kind of unusual. When I got it, the clutch is a total mess. The clutch drum itself here had been overheated badly and was warped, so it wouldn't disengage. And then on the clutch shoes, I have to come in there and take a look. You see they have lining on them like a brake shoe, and you can see it's missing from here to here. This has none at all. But that's the only saw I've ever seen that had the friction material on the clutch like that. And the other thing, like I say, it's not a very big clutch. One of my Makoa Chromax 610, which is only a 60cc, is every bit as big, so this was a shortcoming on the saw. But anyway, it's got double dogs on here, spikes. Get this really nice bar, cleaned up really nice, and the chain's got about 60% of the life left in it. Has a overriding oiler button here on the top, kind of in an awkward position, but it's nice to have it. And using this in big wood, it's hard to keep the oiler on putting out enough oil and stuff, so they thinned it with diesel to thin it so it'd pump better. And it has a lever right here on the side. You can move it back and forth to adjust the oiling, which is a really nice feature, because most saws you have to tear them apart partially and stuff to get them to work where they pump out enough oil. This thing just can't because it's too big. But it's where your thumb's over here pumping the excess oil on it with the override button there. Anyway, you can see it runs really good. Big powerful saw. Another nice piece of junk on the homestead here. We'll see you in the next video.